Into the news, kind of. I love the way he said that. That was exactly, it's exactly what we are. We're not the news. We're not the news. I'm not a journalist, okay? Now, if you just watch Bryce J. Vibe's video and now you're over here watching this and you're thinking you're going to be watching the news, if you didn't watch the last video, I was smoking weed and I was drinking beer. So we're going to turn down the news. Actually, I have to go opposite. I just noticed that. We're going to turn down the news and we're going to turn up the funny, okay? Or at least try to. Here we go. We're going to talk about our first news segment. Okay, so cancel culture. It's been out there for a while. What do you guys think about cancel culture? Is it something that you deal with in your personal life? Probably not. Probably not, because unless you're in the public spotlight, I really doubt your opinions are out there strongly enough for people to come and attack you like some people do when you're in the public spotlight. I'm ready for it. Yo, I'm ready. I'm ready to duck and weave, okay? So I'm putting my opinions out there. I want people to come to me and disagree with me. I want to have a conversation. So we're going to go over here at MSNBC. Velshi is this gentleman's name. Both of these people look like something if they make this face, you just immediately want to slap them. That's just my initial reaction when I look at these two faces that they are making. Not the faces that they are, the faces that they're making. Okay? So let's take a listen in, huh?
Now is the Democratic Senator Mazie Hirono of Hawaii. She's a member of the Judiciary and Armed Services Committees, and her debut memoir, Heart of Fire, An Immigrant's Daughter's Story, is available now for pre-order. Aloha, Senator Hirono.
Aloha,
this morning. I remember, when I'm in Hawaii, Hawaiians tell me that aloha isn't just a greeting. It's not really a word. It's sort of a sense, right? It's a way of behaving well and being welcoming and being friendly. You're lacking a little aloha on Capitol Hill right now.
Oh, definitely, sadly, and I think when Trump got elected, and as you say, he created some norms for some people, and they're acting on those norms, sadly.
What are the norms?
Katie was talking about,
I love that.
obviously,
They never
the
talk
efforts
about
against the president, which is the
Claim
impeachment effort
nothing
and
to be
trial
said.
now in the Senate, and, of course, the arrests of the people who participated in the January 6th insurrection. There's a middle ground there, and it involves two of your fellow senators, Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz, who denied the results of the election, actively, recruited people to, or at least encouraged people to partake in some activity to overturn it. And you are one of 7 senators who's now filed an ethics complaint against your colleagues.
Yes. So the Senate is the body that, we care about improper conduct by our own members. And the process is to file a complaint with the Ethics Committee, and we did so. I think that it is not just a matter of Hawley and Cruz exercising their First Amendment freedom of speech. No, they were right in there, basically pushing out the big lie for months, and leading to the Capitol insurrection. So they should be held accountable through an investigation from the Ethics Committee.
Okay, so the video that they're showing there, these people who are smashing at the cops should have been hit with tear gas. I mean, if maybe they didn't think this was a real threat at that time, they should have been hit with tear gas. People should have been brought in. You can't be doing that. I disagree with it. Let's continue to hear what they have to say.
Tell me what likely happens there, because this is really serious. In fact, I'm going to talk about it a little later in the show, but your colleague, Senator Hawley, continues to go on TV, publish things, op-eds in newspapers, speak on the Senate floor about how he's being muzzled, which is kind of ironic given that he's publishing things and he's going on TV and he's on the floor of the Senate. But there is this grievance that he and others are expressing that has no basis in reality whatsoever.
Like President Trump, Senator Hawley is really good at playing the victim. And so it's always surprising to me when these otherwise, to me, privileged people, start acting like they're victims. This is not just a situation where he's being muzzled, if that's the word he likes to use, because even as he's all over the place talking about, the big lie, continuing to support the president, This is what he does. It's called playing the victim, and we shouldn't be. We should not take that as anything other than a bunch of baloney, in my opinion.
She's got a lot
And
to
so,
say
but
about the subject.
in our case, asking for an investigation is very serious because improper conduct, which basically in this instance led to a Capitol insurrection, should be held accountable. And he shows absolutely no remorse, nothing along those lines, and continues to put forth the lie and continue to support the president and his base. So that is what is going on. I just think that we're in a situation, Ali, where the president and the people around him are not held accountable for their behavior, which leads to people being hurt. And in this insurrection, as you know, dozens of police officers were harmed. One is about to lose his eye, and a person lost his life, and 5 people died. It was an insurrection, and when they...
All right, enough of that. And there goes my light. I'm going to just look ugly now. Well, based on what she's saying there, people do need to be held accountable. So how come it seems like only one side of the aisle is being held accountable? That's what I think most people are upset about. They feel like only one side of the aisle is being held responsible for their actions. Because if you guys haven't been paying attention, all of these people who have been storming the Capitol and been posting it on social media, they've been getting charged, they've been getting arrested, which should happen. I'm not arguing that shouldn't happen. That should happen. But what I'm arguing is, does this not apply to everyone? I mean, Portland is, I'm pretty sure there's still riots going. If you look it up, there's still riots. People are rioting still. So this is called, this video is labeled, "Consequences Are Not Cancel Culture." So I don't think anyone disagrees with that. There should be consequences for your actions, but cancel culture can also be taken completely out of context. Should a joke, here's my question, should a joke be used as ammo for saying someone is racist or saying someone is this or saying someone is that? Because usually a joke is meant to make you think about something and there's some truth behind it, and that's why it's funny. Okay? So,